What's up guys, I'm back today with another video. If you've been here before, welcome back. If it's your first time, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out the channel. I hope you all are having an awesome Thursday. You can have my socials over here on the side if you would like. Before this video even begins, go ahead down below, hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you can see when I post, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Now let's get on to today's episode. With the 10th installment of the Fast and Furious franchise right around the corner, I thought it would be very fitting to do a Fast and Furious themed episode. Personally, I do like the movies. I think they went off the deep end after 7 and should have stopped it there, but yet I still go and see them anyway. With all that out of the way, I'm going to be giving you top 10 ugliest cars, in my opinion, of the entire franchise. Let's get started. Alright guys, kicking off this list in the number 10 spot is going to be Letty's Challenger RT from Fast and Furious 7, the green and black one they jump out of the plane with. I hate the color scheme of this car. I think it's gross. And I know that this whole movie is like not about being fast or whatever, and they have to like put all this armor stuff on it and protect them from jumping out of a plane. However, everything else is fine. It's just, I don't like this color scheme. The big black stripe down the side of it, half of it is black, half of it is green. I think they should have picked a color, because it is a cool green. If they did the whole thing green and kept the body stuff on it, that's fine. Or all black. I think it would have looked really cool if it was all murdered out with the battering ram and stuff like that. But the wing on the back kills it for me entirely. I hate that park bench wing on the back. It's atrocious. This whole thing, the color scheme, the wing, it's just terrible. Number 10 is the Challenger. Coming in number 9 is another atrocious paint scheme. It's absolutely horrendous and terrible, and I hate it. It's a 2001 BMW 540i from Fast and Furious. It's that little orange and black one. It is disgusting. Again, pick a color. If it was just orange with black wheels, that would have been fine. But no, they had to make the lips on the wheels orange and the face is black. The top of the car is black. The rest of it is orange or yellow or whatever that is. It's orange in the movie, but this picture looks yellow. I hated every second watching this car race. I'm glad it blew up and it got smashed in the movie. I hate this thing. Number 9 is the 540i. Coming in number 8 is Vince's Nissan Maxima from the very first film. Now, I am going to be honest, I don't like any of the color schemes for Dom's squad. The Jetta, the 240, the R33, I didn't like any of them. I just wish they would rather have just one solid color. Yellow R33, blue Maxima, burgundy, whatever red that was, 240. And I know that this was very common in the early 2000s, was to have the underglow and the crazy vinyl decals and all this crazy stuff on your cars. I know that was all the hype at the time. So the movie was very period correct, and that's cool, but that's just me, that's my opinion. And I did some digging because I asked myself, why would they give Vince like this big, muscly, Batman looking henchman a Nissan Maxima? And it's because out of all the cars in Dom's squad, it's the only car that was automatic and the actor couldn't drive manual. So that's why they gave him a Maxima. And they didn't want to give a lesser character a car that would overshine the Supra or the Charger or the Eclipse. So number 8 is Vince's Maxima. Number 7 is gonna hurt me a little bit to say because I love Evos. However, the Too Fast, Too Furious Evo that Brian drives is absolutely horrendous, and I hate looking at it. Every time I watch Too Fast, Too Furious, I just get mind boggled that they gave him an R34 GTR to start, and then they give him this cereal box toy of an Evo. The color is gross. I wish it was a different yellow or green or red, something else, silver. I don't know. It's just really, really gross. The wing on the back again, the decals, I hate it. I don't like this car at all. Number 6 is the iconic 2005 Volkswagen Touran, and most of you may know it as the Hulkbuster car from Tokyo Drift. Now, I've always kind of liked this car, just like watching Tokyo Drift. I've always thought the reveal was really cool, and I know it's horrendous. It's got giant fists on the outside and the unibrow on top of it, but I just think it's such an interesting theme, like just the entire Hulk car. I don't know. I think it's really cool, but it's also really, really ugly at the same time. So number 6 is the Hulkbuster car. All right, we're halfway through the list. Coming in the number 5 spot is Neela's RX-8 from Tokyo Drift. This thing's ugly. I've always thought it's ugly. Pick a color, blue or black. It would have looked so much nicer Even with the wing, I like the wing on this one. It's not obnoxious and out of place. RX-8s with big wings in the back just tend to naturally look good compared to other cars with big wings on the back of them. If this thing was just all the way blue with the black wing, it would have been fine, or just black with the wing. They have to do crazy paint combinations. I don't understand it. Coming in number 4, and y'all are gonna hate me on this one, but then again, some of you might also agree. I think I've heard other people say this as well. Number 4 is the Mark IV Supra from the Fast and the Furious. This thing is atrocious. This thing is ugly. They took an awesome Mark IV Supra and they gave it these stupid decals on the side with the rest of the Dom squad, this horrendous park bench of a wing, and said, yeah. But then again, this is the car from the Fast and Furious franchise. This is the car. This is the car that started it all. I just think it's pretty ugly. Number 4 is the Mark IV Supra. Coming in number 3 is the Lykan Hypersport from Furious 7. I don't like this thing. I know it's got like one of the fastest times ever. It's super crazy fast, but it looks like a Lambo, a Ferrari, an NSX. Just mashed them all together, gave it steroids, and then you get this monster of a car. And it also looks like if you were in 4th grade and someone asked you to draw a supercar, this is what you draw. Or you'd get it from the toy section in a Dollar General. It would just be sitting there in a little box, like a little RC car. I don't know, this thing is just ugly. It's really, really ugly. It looks like too many cars trying to impersonate the other. I don't like this thing. Number 3 is the Lykan Hypersport. For the number 2 spot, I'm just gonna give some honorable mentions and then we'll move on to the first car on the list. All right, first up is the red Charger that Dom picks in Fast 7 when they're all going into Dubai. Man, all these people are picking like Ferraris and Bugattis and all these wild, expensive cars, and then Dom goes to CarMax and gets a Dodge Charger. Why? You could have picked any car in the world and you picked a Dodge Charger. I don't know. And I know it's part of the character. He's a Dodge Mopar guy, but I just think it's silly that he picked that out of all the cars that were in that group. Even let him with the Viper. That's still Mopar, and that fits it a little better. Another one is Leon's R33 Skyline. It's the fitment in the front is really weird. The bumper, the whole thing, the decals on the side. Another one is the Evo from Tokyo Drift, again with the decals, and the park bench in the rear. It's just ugly. Pick a solid color, please. The gold 350Z from Tokyo Drift. And now finally, we are at the number 1 spot. And of course, by now, you've already guessed which car this is. It is, of course, the Mitsubishi Spider Eclipse from Too Fast, Too Furious that Roman drives. This thing is the ugliest car in the entire franchise. It is horrendous. It's purple, it has chrome all over the place, an atrocious wing on the back, the decals on the side. It's like sparkled on the front, and it looks bedazzled. There's so much chrome. It's a convertible. This car is just horrendous. I hate looking at this thing, but it's such a Roman car to drive. Like, all of his cars in the entire franchise are freaking obnoxious and colorful and wild. This thing is just, it just makes me laugh. This thing is ugly. It's so ugly. Even Craig Lieberman, the guy that designs all the cars for the Fast and Furious movies, was like, this car is ugly. So if he's saying it, I'm agreeing with him. This car is horrendous. And that is why it is the number 1 car on this list. And there you have it. Those are the top 10 ugliest cars in the entire Fast and Furious franchise. I hope you enjoyed this video and had a laugh watching. Let me know down in the comments if you agree. What's the ugliest car in your opinion? I think still everybody's gonna agree with me that this is the ugliest car. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, hit the notification bell so you can see when I post. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.